What's up, everybody? I'm Abatage, and I'm here to have a shot at Rust. And I will preface this by saying this is a very early alpha. As you probably know, if you've seen Rust at all, it's very, very unfinished, but it's more a proof of concept in my mind, as there's a fair bit of stuff missing, and there's a fair bit of things missing, but I'm not going to talk about that so much because that's just a given. It's an alpha. You can forgive everyone for having a limited alpha. But initially, let's jump on the Australia server because I'm in Australia. And that seems to be the only one available to me right now. But it's a first-person survival game, basically. And what do we do from there? Play game? No. Australia. Oh, double click. Okay. And therein lies the problem, which we're going to talk about. But I've played this for about 20 minutes before. And I thought I'd do a one-shot on it because it's kind of interesting to me, this concept of not only early access, but... Oh, great. I'm immediately getting killed by something. And it's a zombie. Let's see if we can bust on out of here, even though I'm already dead. And radiation, and it's dark, and holy crap. I don't know if you can see, because sometimes when you record video it's a whole lot darker than it actually is on the screen. I'm still getting hit by something. Or I'm just bleeding. Yeah, I'm bleeding. So let's go... I'm just going to use some of my healing, and there's still a zombie behind me. God damn it. As we run through this wasteland and get radiated and fucked up, we can talk about what I'd like to talk about this game. First I'd like to talk about some good stuff. This seems like a really good, potentially really good survival game. And because look, I love how dark it actually is. Like, I really like that it is that dark. I'm going to whip out a torch so I can kind of see what's going on. Even though I am dying. But either way, is there still someone following me? Possibly, I don't know. But I love how dark it is when it's dark, and how you have to kind of whip out a torch every now and then. So you're kind of compromising your own safety. Well, let's see if we can just hide in here. If we turn that off, nothing will come and get us, and we'll await the morning. Shit, there's stuff happening outside, and I don't know what's going on, and there's a... If you can see straight ahead, there's someone with a fire. And I'm just kind of sitting in the dark. Someone ran by before. So the sun is definitely coming up, so we might have to make a break for it. See if we can get anywhere. Ooh, that's actually... This structure here might have some stuff. Oh, it's all red and shit. Now, this is basically a game where it is dangerous all the time, and everyone will grief you and try and shoot you, maybe like that.
Come on, pirate. It ain't like that. Come on.
Okay.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, he's not going to kill me. That's
Here.
good.
You can have that, buddy. I found it. But you were here first, so... Pick it up. Come on, it's on the floor. Quick! Good boy. Now put it on.
How do I do that?
Oh, you look beautiful. Well. Nice meeting you, Abatage. I don't know how to say your name, but nice meeting you. You know, I'll see you around. Don't go dying on me, huh?
Hey man, what's going on? You wanna shoot this bear that's chasing me?
Have you seen a guy called Man of Color? He's coming around here and just spike walling people's houses. It's really bad.
But the basics of the game is that you gather resources, and like the very first thing you do is you collect wood. And one way to do that is bashing a rock with a tree with a rock, and all that kind of thing. But I kind of wanted to talk about, although that was fairly amusing, and that was probably one of the best things I've experienced in this game. But I wanted to talk about the idea of kind of a wiki game, like a game where you kind of have to look up how to play and that sort of thing, because this game doesn't do much in the way of telling you how to play. And fair enough, it's in early access alpha kind of style, so you can forgive this game for that. But there's no tutorial, there's nothing telling you how to play, there's nothing to kind of indicate how to play other than if you read the, say, the controls, how the controls are mapped and that sort of thing. Because that will tell you some keys for doing stuff, and you can kind of figure out that, okay, if there's a key for that, I can obviously do it. Which is interesting in enough of itself. But other than that, I have no idea how to play this game, and it's indicative of a lot of other games. So, like, you know, the classic one is Minecraft, where there's no tutorial for Minecraft. There's a lot of crafting recipes that people will never really stumble across. So it ends up being one of those games where you have to look up guides and watch videos and look up wikis and all that kind of thing, just to kind of figure out how to play. I need to get some stone and then I can make a hatchet. But, yeah, so the question in my mind with this sort of stuff is always just, well, how much fun am I going to play, or am I going to have playing this if I don't look up wikis and, you know, do some kind of online research? And at the moment for this game, it's kind of you need to figure out stuff, or at least talk to people in game and find out how to do things, because ultimately there's no instructional section on how to do it at all. But let's try crafting something. How do we do that? Let's check our key bindings. See, it doesn't even tell you how to craft something. How do we do that? How? What? Tab? Oh, tab. Okay, so that's exactly what I mean. Like, there's no indication whatsoever. I've even played this before but forgotten. But there's no indication whatsoever on how to craft something, and there's no indication that pressing tab will bring up your inventory and different menus and crafting menu, inventory, and all that kind of thing. But anyway, here's the crafting menu. So I have 55 wood on me, so I can build certain things. I can build a wood barricade. I can build maybe a campfire. Yep, because I need 5 for a campfire. I have 55. I can't build a sleeping bag because I need cloth. Wood storage box. So this could be kind of your tutorial, I guess. You can look at this and see what you need to build stuff. So to build a revolver, I need 60 wood, 10 cloth, and 80 metal fragments or something like that. Of course, I've got none. So, but if we were to build a campfire and go craft, that'll take some time, and I think it'll keep going if you tab out of there. Just checking to make sure that, yeah. Yeah, so if you tab out, it'll just keep going, and it's kind of nice that it takes a little bit of time to actually work. But there it is, and then we can put it on our hotbar, and if we select that one, number 6, you can see now we've got a campfire that we can place into the world. And generally people put them inside buildings and that sort of stuff because you need a campfire to cook meat and that sort of thing. Now, I'm not going to be able to get this deer because they're way too fast, but I think there's a pig over there. Let's see if we can whack him. Get. Oh. Nope, okay. Let's try this pig. You need to whack them a fair few times with a stone to actually get them. And they're not the fastest, so it's possible. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass. And it's fairly brutal, but I kind of like that because it's a, you know, post-apocalyptic kind of world. There's a good amount of stuff in here that I think shows a lot of potential, and I would definitely say if you're into this stuff, this is probably one to check out. They're still testing stuff, and it's obviously an alpha, so there's a lot of problems and bugs and that sort of thing. But I think it begs the question of, is there going to be a tutorial in the final version? Is there going to be some sort of instructions in some way? Like a how-to kind of play guide? Is there going to be servers, or are there going to be servers that are for total noobs like myself? Or even non-PvP servers? I think there are non-PvP servers already, so that's kind of cool. Ooh, what did I get? Animal fat, cloth. I got some cloth. Oh, that's nice. Wood. Well, let's put down, let's also build a wood shelter, because these are pretty cool. Let's craft that. And now, can I make a wooden door? Yes. Do I have enough? I think I won't have enough once I've finished building this shelter. So I might need to get a little bit more wood. Let's do that now while that's building. Okay, so I can't run while I'm building something. But oh my god, my food is going down like there's no tomorrow. I wonder if I can eat something straight away. Eat a raw breast. Yeah, okay, that helped a little, but I'm still fucked. What the fuck? Oh, it made me sick. I'm poisoned. Because I ate raw chicken. Oh, man. This isn't going to end well. Well, I've got my shelter. Can I make a door? No, I need more wood. Okay. Well, let's pop down the shelter. Let's pop down the fire. I'm probably going to die before I can even do this. Use. How do I know there's a way that I can put my chicken breast on there. I am early man, figuring out how to use a campfire. Or if I hold down E. Ah, that's it. So if I hold down E, I can open it up. I can put some chicken in there. And turn it on. I think that should be good enough. If I hadn't watched a YouTube video on someone else playing this, I wouldn't know that you have to hold down E to open this, like, and find stuff in here. So I'm waiting for this to get cooked. And that's the thing, like, if you don't look around for tutorials and that sort of stuff, you're going to have a bad time playing this game because you're not going to know anything and it's going to take you a long time to figure it out. First time I played, I didn't know that you could even harvest meat from a pig with a stone because when you hover over the pig, once you've killed it, it says you need a hatchet to harvest it, which is just a flat out lie. As in, I think you get more if you harvest with a hatchet, possibly, but you can still do it with a stone, as we saw, because that's how I got this food. So let's open this. Oh, come on, man. There we go. We've got some cooked chicken. So let's eat that. Nom 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 nom. Let's have a couple. Okay, so my food's going up and my health is going up. But yeah, the other thing about this game, which is the appealing part, is the crafting system where you can craft structures and things. And as I was running around before, you would have seen some structures that people have built which are irregular. Like, you can build just single walls and doors and that sort of thing. Let's go get some wood to try and build a door for our little hovel here. And essentially, you can build whatever you want within limitations, but it's fairly open and fairly good to get into. So I guess, as far as this game is concerned, I think it's got a lot of potential and it's definitely got some way to go. I think if you're not really hardcore into survival games, then don't go get it because it's way too early alpha. Then I can hear someone else somewhere. Which worries me. Oh. God damn it, zombie. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, that dude was cool because he killed the zombie for me. So he's a nice guy. Hopefully these dudes won't try and kill me. Nom 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 nom. I don't have any bandages, so I'm kind of bleeding. Hopefully that will stop. Final thoughts. I think if you're into the whole survival game genre type deal, then this could be very, very cool and something to get excited about. I would certainly recommend it in that regard. But at the same time, if you're still kind of on the fence about that sort of thing, I'd say don't bother because it's way too early and there's no rhyme or reason behind it and it doesn't tell you how to do anything and it's very kind of confusing to get into and you have to rely on the other people in the game, of which there are largely a lot of just griefers who you have to rely on them to teach you things. And there's some nice people around, like we saw that dude who helped me out and gave me some armor and shit. But there's also, yeah, a whole bunch of people who just want to fuck with you, which is fine because that's kind of what this game is about. The other thing that I think it brings up, and an interesting idea, is how early is too early access, and I'd say that this one's pretty much too early. This shouldn't necessarily be something that is for sale. And to be honest, if I hadn't got it in a bundle, I wouldn't have bought it. So, there you go. But the other thing is just how much of a tutorial do you need, and how much do you want to have to find out for yourself by just clicking random buttons and possibly getting frustrated. And I'm not someone who likes doing that, so it's not really my thing. But hey, that's cool. I've prattled on long enough now. This is going to probably be a lot longer than I first intended. I'm totally done, and I'll look at it later when it's more finished, I suppose, because at the moment it's very, very limited and very confusing. And there's no fun in getting just killed over and over like you do sometimes. I've actually survived a lot longer this time than I ever have before, which is interesting. And there's a dude over there. And as we watch him run across the fields, I will say goodbye and thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.